It looks like Terence Crawford plans to make an example out of Israil Madrimov this coming Saturday in order for him to be taken seriously by Canelo Alvarez. Canelo has already responded to this, and Saudi Arabia has threatened Canelo Alvarez. Hey everyone, welcome back to Quick Talk. So Terence Crawford has made it clear that even though he is taking the fight against Israil Madrimov very seriously, this whole thing is basically just a tune-up in preparation as he navigates the higher weight division to ultimately face Canelo Alvarez. The whole plan is to dominate Madrimov and prove not only to himself but also to Canelo Alvarez, who turned down multiple offers from Crawford's camp. Canelo Alvarez has stated back then that the reason why he will never fight Crawford is that he has nothing to gain from this fight. Canelo Alvarez previously said that fighting Crawford is a lose-lose situation for him. So Canelo explained that if a hypothetical fight will happen, then he'll obviously win due to the size and weight difference. And then after that, he'll just end up receiving backlash and won't get credited for fighting someone who's significantly smaller than him. Turki Alalshikh of Saudi Arabia has already made it clear that money is and will never be an issue, and that he intends to pour in so much cash for this fight to happen. Okay, with that being said, if we're gonna use the same logic and train of thought as Canelo was using before Benavidez eventually moved on because of Canelo's 200 million demand, then one could argue that Canelo may actually be considering Crawford as a legitimate threat. I mean, think about it. Canelo has the size and weight advantage, and he's already being guaranteed hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, screw the whole legacy talk, because that is a bargain basement of an excuse. You're literally fighting Berlanga, for crying out loud. Anyway, Terence Crawford on the other hand revealed that it was actually Jermell Charlo that was originally supposed to be his opponent. But obviously that didn't materialize, so a world title fight versus Israil Madrimov became the thing that made most sense for him, suggesting that if he can prove that he's just as dominating as he was in the lower weights, then maybe Canelo will stop using their weight and size difference as an excuse to hand Crawford that golden parachute before he jumps into retirement. Crawford has been completely transparent by saying that fighting Canelo is the ultimate goal, mainly because of what it'll add to his legacy and bank account. Speaking of bank accounts, you know who's got a bigger one than Canelo? Them Saudi folks, who's officially sponsoring UFC 306 and has purposely scheduled it on the same night, at the same time, and in the same city as Canelo versus Berlanga this coming September 14th. According to the Saudis led by Turki Alalshikh, they plan on dominating and taking those views away from Canelo. Now, we're not necessarily sure if the Saudis are holding a grudge against Canelo for refusing to take their offer, but here's the thing. I don't know if y'all are familiar with other cultures, but in the Middle East, they take promises very seriously, and they're also very big on gift giving. And based on my personal experience and just from general knowledge, it's considered extremely rude and offensive if you refuse to take a gift. So by Canelo refusing the Saudis and their offer, that was basically a huge middle finger. Turki Alalshikh have stated that he plans to make the fight between Crawford and Canelo happen next year because he intends to keep the promise he made with Terence Crawford. Big T said that negotiations will be directly with him, no promoters or networks involved, strictly between him and Canelo if the Mexican decides to finally accept his and Saudi Arabia's offer. However, as of right now, the main focus is for Crawford to be as dominating as possible against Israil Madrimov. If Crawford can exhibit the same performance as he did back in the lower weight division, this will either attract or keep Canelo away from his radar. Hopefully, it won't be the latter. What are your thoughts about this? Also, which fight are you most excited for this coming Saturday? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please don't forget to click that like and subscribe button for more quick talks.